Welcome to Pegasus vs. the World, where we take on challenges, comedy, trending topics, and some travel.
City boy, city boy.
All right, you guys. So, Kendrick Lamar just dropped a new album. All right. And on my music reaction channel, that's right, I did some reactions to it. I'm going to release the songs that rise to the top, like the popular joints, like probably like 4 reactions I'll release on that channel. But after hearing it, I had a question for you guys. I have a question for you guys, and I wonder what you guys honestly think about this Kendrick Lamar album versus the diss tracks he released to Drake. Yeah, that's the question. What was more impactful? Let's get into that. Before that, I do have a music reaction channel. It's at Black Pegasus Raps. If you want to check that out, I'm going to link it in the description. Also, I started a 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast channel with my good friend Don. We're going to start releasing more content over there, you know, quirky, trending topics, funny stories. Like, we're going to try to start a game show, a bunch of stuff. So if you want to support those channels, I'm going to link them in the description so you can get to them. And let's get into this. The reason I ask that, and the reason I say that, some people are going to be crazy, but they're off this high, the euphoria, no pun intended, of this new project. It's new. It feels great. It's 12 songs. It's a surprise. There's a lot there, right? But the question still remains. Was there more impact from this surprise release album than the impact of his going back and forth, his battle with Drake? I think that's a good question. Now, after listening to this whole record, I loved it. My favorite beat on this record, I think, was TV Off. But it sounded like it had the They Not Like Us feel to it, right? And that's what kind of tripped me out. Because, in my opinion, I felt like They Not Like Us had the biggest impact in hip-hop in a long time. Like, it just checked all the boxes, you know, and then the way he took angles and conceptually kind of dismantled Drake is just uncanny. But then you get to this album and you have these layered songs like Reincarnation and even the, Whacked Out Murals or whatever. Like, he's going crazy, you guys. So that's my question for you guys. On this channel. Again, you can check out my reactions. They'll be up in my membership for a while, then I'll release them to the public. But I am honestly curious what you guys think impacted hip-hop more, his battle with Drake or this album. I think right now in the moment, people will instantly be, oh, this album's a classic, because it's a short album. I think it's like, 12 songs? And it just boom, boom, boom. It leaves you wanting more, which typically these albums that are 12 to 14 songs long, and they just go back to back. And once you hear them, you want more. Typically, back in the day, these would be 5 mics in the source, right? A classic album. Who puts out a classic album anymore? Who? Let me know. Like, people put out singles. And then also the legendariness of this, right, is the fact that he has risen into the top. The cream always rises, right? The cream of the crop. But in a land of violent lyrics and degradation and all these different things. Now, he gets violent. He gets aggressive on his tracks, but this is different. He's very eclectic. He's very artistic. He's very abstract. He's articulate when he wants to be. He checks so many boxes. I'm tripping out, man, on Kendrick right now. Because, like, I'm one of the cats, like, I'm not trying to diss myself, right? But I like, sometimes the way I listen to music can be somewhat surface level. Like, I like just, like, stuff that hits you out the gate. So, for example, I loved his album, Good Kid, Mad City, and Damn. Those are my favorite joints. But, like, Pimp a Butterfly joint? I'm like, I didn't like the production. I didn't like that record. And that's how I get sometimes. Sometimes some of these classic albums from even, let's say, an artist like Tribe Called Quest, I'm not into that as much as I am into, let's say, Wu-Tang. Like, there's just certain things. But this album, I was like, bro, this is great. Like, I just didn't expect him to with all the stuff going on with him, J. Cole, Drake, him even popping off with Snoop Dogg, like, bro, and yo, is that true? Is this true? I called it in my reaction when he said a white comedian shouldn't be speaking on black women. Is that at Andrew Schulz? Now, that's where two worlds collide, because on this channel, I mainly react to comedy. I react to a gang of comedy on here. Trending topics. This is a trending topic. This is the culture, baby. But anyways, we react to Andrew Schulz all the time on here. And the funny thing is I glossed over it, but I saw it. They were trying to cancel him recently because of some jokes he was making with this other podcast who is like really in the vein of like the black community of the UK. And he was just joking. He asked him, he's like, hey, do you guys date black girls? And they didn't have a straightforward answer. So he started just, with Andrew Schulz, anyone can get it. I addressed this specifically in my reaction on YouTube. Or on my other channel. So I'm going to leave that there because I don't want to spoil that, my authentic, honest thoughts on just comedians should be able to say whatever they want to say. I don't give a F about your color, man. That is, to me, that's corny. It's corny. Being like, oh, if you're white or Mexican or Jewish, you can't say things about the black community. But if you're, black, you could say anything about any community. And when you see things in today's day and age, there's certain groups of people you can't talk about at all. You get banned, you get this, you get canceled. We've seen it within the culture in general. I just think people should be able to talk that shit. That's just me. I know the people in the UK are a little bit different with that whole vibe and that whole idea because, actually, there's something I want to react to on the channel, so I'm going to cut that short, and that'll be a surprise on the channel. I saw this video that popped up, the country that banned free speech, and I'm going to react to that on here. Yeah. Anyways, Kendrick, you guys, let me know, was this obvious? This is one of the more impactful albums of the year. I would put Eminem's album up there, but this is, there's a lot of good stuff coming. Why is 2024 the year that just keeps on giving? Like, it's just when we just got out of the election cycle, and now Kendrick like, and I'm doing the Super Bowl. Uppercuts. They not like us. They not like us, y'all. Anyways, I think there's a hidden thing that no one's talking about, that the battle between Drake and Kendrick could potentially be better than this album or more impactful to the culture of hip hop in this moment than this album. And I just wanted to know what you guys think. Am I tripping? Again, to me, they not like us. There's nothing topping that right now, in my opinion, of what I've heard from Kendrick. But again, I'm just a simple man. I like beans and rice. That's the question. Tap it in the comments. Maybe I'm tripping, but give some time to let this wear off. That excitement, that adrenaline, the euphoria. And then think about how Kendrick came through in that battle with Drizzy. The angles, the conceptuality, and then they not like us. It's kind of wild when you think about it. Think about a battle that was that short could match up and maybe surpass a 12-track classic album. I'm not saying this isn't a classic album. I'm just saying, what did the Drake-Kendrick battle mean for the culture, and what was the impact of that battle, and what was the impact of the writing strategy Kendrick came with? Even Drake. Drake held his own. Drake did hold his own, but he didn't do enough. He did not do enough. So, I don't know. Anyway, man, I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick. You know what I'm saying? Try to keep this channel flowing as we get into this new year creeping up. And yeah, man, it's fun to have this channel because I can't do these type of monologues on my other channel because it's just not getting watched. This is why I haven't done Harry Mack reactions in a while, because people just stopped watching them. And I was like, bro, I love Harry, but we're going to do some more Harry Mack. We'll do a bunch of different stuff, but yeah, just having fun with it. Yeah, that was a good old freaking Kendrick, man. You guys let me know. Yeah, let me know what you think about that concept. Maybe I'm just being a doofus, and maybe you're like, you can't compare an album with this quality and this depth to his battle with Drake. But I just think I think, bro, he went so deep into the conceptual part of this battle with Drake. I don't know. I just listened to this, and that was the first thing, because when I listened to TV Off, it just made me think of They Not Like Us, and I was like, is there a song that hits harder on this album? Because Whacked Up Murals was crazy, Reincarnated was crazy. There's a lot of crazy records on this joint. But did anything for me, I'm just personal, did anything hit harder than They Not Like Us? Anyways.
City boy, city boy.